I think most people just go after par or DLI, right?
Yeah,
How
DLI.
much
Yep.
par or DLI do you typically recommend for medicinal varieties
Yeah,
during the different stages of growth?
yeah. I don't really like DLI for indoor just because it's so hard to calculate. As I said before, plants are 3D, you know, and the majority of your plant is not at the top. The majority of it is like halfway down or further. And if you think about measuring DLI outside makes a lot more sense because if you take a par meter, raise it up above your head, hold it at your chest, it's going to be the same because the sun is very far away. But indoors, if your grow light is here, you're going to get all different numbers going through here. So if you calculate the DLI here, well, what if you're growing bushy plants? Well, then you gotta map it out totally differently. So that kind of just, I like to kind of just say, hey, throw that out the window. Maybe look at the PAR output of the light instead of the PPF rating. Um, and so to give a solid answer, it's really the maximums that you're looking for when you're dealing with a plant. So and the PPFD is more the intensity that it can handle. So in veg, it's about early veg like 200 to 400 ppfd. Then in veg, that's about 4 to 6. Then in flower, it's 8 to 1,000, and that's generally the intensity that it can take. Now, a trick is, as I said before, the distance matters. So if you have a light that's this close and you get 200 ppfd, it's actually getting quite dim. And if you move the meter up a little bit, it might jump up to like 400. So within an inch, you're getting huge variances, right? That's why in seedlings and veg, I like to have the light very far away because that means you move your meter around or the plant goes around, it's not wildly different. And actually, a low reading further away is going to be stronger than that same reading when it's close. Because when it's close and you get 1,000, you move an inch down, it's going to drop down to maybe like 500 or something. If you're far away and you get 1,000, that's really bright because you move an inch down, might go to 900. So it's stronger light and it's more forgiving. So you don't get these wild variances. So that's my tip is try to get those measurements the light further away, and then the plant will understand it's a brighter light, and you can ramp it up to those higher intensities much faster. Because if you start with your light really close at like 200 ppfd, and you want to ramp that light up, those leaves are going to be pretty wimpy, and you need to grow a whole new set and kind of train it to get to a higher light source. Where if you have something super bright far away, it's going to be used to kind of like a sunlight brightness from that grow light. So that's kind of the answer that I give. I never really use a power meter when growing. It's all feel for me and understanding and watching the plant. Are the leaves turning light green? Is it drooping? You can see in the plant if it has too much or too little light.
This clip is brought to you by AC Infinity. Use discount code MrGrow at 15 to save on any of their products.